everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It has been a while. I do apologize for the massive hiatus I ended up having to take, but I got sick. Really sick. With, I don't know, is it still okay to talk about that on stream? Well, or not? I keep getting mixed messages about people being able to talk about the big virus going around. Or at least not mentioning by name. Yeah, got that. Been out for a while. I think almost a month now, unfortunately. It was pretty bad. Uh, yeah. Won't go into details because, I mean, it is what it is. So, but I'm back. And hopefully streaming along now. As it is, as the stream title says, I'm feeling better. Not 100% yet, but I'm hoping I'm well enough to do this. I don't know if anybody noticed, but there was one day where I had about a 15-minute stream. I didn't even post it or anything. Just, I popped in, had my headset on for 15 minutes, and talking for a little bit, and it just destroyed me. And that was like a week and a half ago, 2 weeks. But I had to just shut it down from there. I think there was one or two people that had popped in. But yeah, so at this point, hopefully I'm well enough now to be able to do a full stream. So this may be a shorter stream, but I'm still aiming for my usual 3 to 4 hours. Started a bit late today just because I had to remember how to do all the setups and OBS and all of that. How to get the game to capture and tech stuff. But I got it all working. There's apparently been an update since the last time I used this, so all my audio settings were messed up. So if you want to just let me know as we go through how things are going, we'll see where it goes. I'll be able to adjust them on the fly. Tried to get them right before stream, but don't know how well it is. So today, I figured I'd take it easy. I know that the last stream I did was a Galatea, or not Galatea, a Riftbreaker. That's what it was. The planet is called Galatea, but a Riftbreaker stream. And I was getting into the more difficult waves because I had been alive for a long time, but not really progressing. So it had I think the last thing that ended up happening was just a wave completely destroying one of my side bases before I got it handled. So at the moment, that game is a bit much. I can already tell that having to focus on everything like that, I'm gonna not have much fun with it. I don't want to do a stream where I'm not gonna have much fun. So started looking around at my other stuff and felt like jumping into Skyrim because a bunch of my mods that I use were updated for the Anniversary Edition, which I let my thing update to. And I thought about installing the mod that takes it down back a version and just keeping all my mods, but as people were updating the mods, I figured, we'll let it go. So I had played a little bit of it. I'm a fair distance into it with what I want to do, but nowhere near completion. This playthrough, I've been working on the Dragonborn Museum, which is one of my favorite mods. Pretty sure it's a lot of people's favorite mods. Let's jump over to it now, and I'll explain as we go. Let's see if I remember to do this. We good? Okay. Yeah, this looks good. Alright, so I just got into a fortress on my way to do. As typical with this type of game, I'm on my way to a quest, teleported in here, realized it wasn't cleared, and went to go clear it, completely forgetting about the quest. So, gonna go take care of this. Let's see here. Wilting. Oh, great, it's doing that again. Okay, that looks good. Okay. Those are all set up. No. Word wilting. Death Cloud. There we go. So obviously I'm running, Legacy of the Dragonborn. I am also running, I'd say 50 to 60 mods. None of them are look pretty mods. Oh, just missed that. All of them are effects, like either Legacy of the Dragonborn or I'm running Ordinator. I'm running he took off. I am running Sacrosanct Vampires. I actually started this off, I have both Sacrosanct and I can't remember what the werewolf mod is. What the big werewolf mod is called. But I'm running it as well, and then when I reached the point where I could do one or the other, like I brought both of them up, I flipped a coin. And ended up getting Sacrosanct. Or ended up getting Vampires. So, running that one. It actually won a double flip because... Well, no. No, it didn't, because I had thought... I told myself that if I run Vampires, then I'm going to join the Dawn Guard. Or if I run Werewolves, I'm going to join the Dawn Guard. And ended up getting Vampires, so... what other mods am I running? Running Wyrm's Tooth, which I just started on that quest. Haven't really pushed into it yet. Don't need that. Take the gem, don't need any of that. What else am I running? Did I miss? Oh, I missed. There we go. Why is the chief weaker than... It's not cleared yet. Oh, there went that. Come on. You can't kill me. There we go. Ooh, new perk available. I'll have to transform for that. I wish there was a way to access the vampire skill tree, perk tree, without transforming. Alright. Torch. Got that. Unread books glow, running that one. I have to load up my mod list so I can give you guys everything. Don't have courage. Kill up. Running experience mod. So instead of leveling up on skill points, every time you get 10 skill points you level up. I level up on like different things give experience. Like unread books give like, I think the most I've seen is 5 experience. Kills give varying experiences that goes down as you level up. Discovering locations gives you experience. Clearing location gives you experience. Completing quests. And like it turns it into typical RPG experience. Let's see here. For reference, well, as I said, running Ordinator, so lots more perks in each tree. Running heavy armor and actually running into restoration. I have destruction solely because vampire perks are destruction. I'm trying to get to the point to where I can respec to remove a lot of these, because I started playing around with cold mastery, like running into the cold stuff, and then realized where I'm at, you know, Skyrim, where nearly everything has a resistance to cold, and the things that don't are typically immune to cold. So the only perks I really need from this are Destruction Mastery and Raw Power. Because both of those will affect vampire spells. But nothing else really. I don't know if these count as projectiles. Maybe the Blood Seed does, so I might look into Harsh Lesson. Yeah, that wouldn't be helpful. That wouldn't be helpful. Yeah. And all 3 of these paths are the elemental paths. So, and this is the runes, which don't really use those either. So I want to respec this to get those perk points back. Restoration is viable now for a couple of reasons. It has a bunch of versus undead spells. No. Hollow Area? No. Exorcist. So the moment you learn this perk, you get Sunblast, which is just a little ranged projectile shot. And then you learn Holy Hands, which is a it's a have I looked at Stellar Core? I didn't realize I'd learned that. But Holy Hands is kind of like flames, where you channel it and it shoots out a beam, and you can move around with targets. So you start getting versus undead stuff, and then if you take this side tree over here, Edgewalker. So, and then the Necromanticon, you start learning Putrefy and Death Cloud and Carrion Wind, which is disease damage. And then Radiate 40 feet, minus 50% to disease resistance. I need to pick up this one because as I'm an undead, I'm a vampire. Restoration spells will last longer and be stronger. But there's a lot of fun ones in here, like Warrior's Flame I actually rather enjoy, because it's 100 feet, including you. Friendly targets restore 20 points of magicka and stamina. Hostiles are drained that amount. I have Sacred Flame, which heals for 20 points per second, so it heals me 100 hit points, or damages them. Or no, this is only allies. Ashes to Ashes damage, that's only undead. And eventually I'm going to get Battle Cleric, which increases or reduces armor by 200 points, and magic resistance by 25 for the duration. And then Eternal Flame will make it last twice as long, so 10 seconds instead of 5. And then a 20-second version for 250 mana once a day. Fun stuff. I thought about getting Wheel of Life, which would be fun. It's just every 30 seconds healing bursts out of you for 100 points. It would actually be turned into a very effective weapon because there is a... false light. There it is. Targeted healing spells and effects on enemies inflict 75% of the damage. 75% of the heal amount becomes damage. And leveling it up to... This is Sacred Guardian and Under My Wings. I thought one of these was Wheel of Life. What are those two? Sacred... There's Under My Wings. Dual casting a healing spell on yourself, also cast it on it. Okay. And then Sacred Guardian. There it is. For protection, all living allies who fall below 30% health are automatically healed for 150 points. That would be rather interesting. So the moment I get an enemy below 30 points, they take... Well, by that point it would be 150 points, because those two perks also increase the false life damage. Yeah, false light is 75%. This takes it up to 85%. This takes it up to 100%. Oh, when you are affected by a Shrine Blessing. Wasn't there something else to do with Shrine Blessings in here? Gods and Mortals? 50% longer and an additional powerful effect. So yeah, Ordinator adds a lot of fun stuff. A lot of fun stuff. What else have I gotten into? Did a little bit, I mean, I say a little bit. I really just put a point so I can get Soul Siphon whenever I was using regular magical items. One of the mods I'm running, I've always felt that Daedric weapons kind of get the short stick on everything. Like, Daedric items and armors have permanent effects that are usually awesome and worth having. But the Daedric items always have abysmal charge rates. And I've always felt that really brought their effectiveness down. Like, I never wanted to use a Daedric weapon. So there's a mod in here that both improves Daedric weapons and gives them infinite charge. Because you'd figure a weapon of the gods would be better. So I took Soul Siphon back whenever I was using my enchanted weapons, so that they just lasted longer. Smithing went into. It's been fun. Gives you a Dwarven autocannon, which I don't use terribly often anymore, but was fun while I had it. I might go back into it and level these points up. Myric smithing, Elven and Dwarven. Expert for steel, hard steel and Orcish, and then exotic is I have crystalline, and I'm gonna pick up glass. Planar smithing for Daedric Dragobone, and then Heart of Creation. Forging an item enough this forge empowers you, increasing. I guess that's okay. Sacrifice a dragon soul to improve items a further 1 tier during that session. Oh, cool. Recycle materials. That would actually be handy. Yeah, I haven't even gone through everything Ordinator gives you. And then I've got a lot of points into heavy armor. Whenever I first started out, I was thinking, oh, I'm going to make a paladin type character, you know, heavy armor, one hand, sword and shield, restoration magic on the side. And then I kind of went heavy into magic, a little bit into sword, and nothing in shields. So there's like a bunch of different things, like enemies with less than half stamina do 20% less to me. Immune to basic melee weapon perks, which I'll show you those in just a minute. weighs half as much, slows down less, or slows you down half as much. It's Defiance. Whenever an enemy attacks, you gain 15 points of armor rating for 10 seconds. This effect stacks. Also gain 3% weapon damage for 10 seconds. This effect stacks. 30% less attack from power attacks. I'm going to pick this one up for more magic reduction. I have a lot of magicka reduction. But 0.02 per point of heavy armor. Per point of armor if wearing all heavy armor. Which is pretty cool. Yeah, I have 1 point in one-handed. But this is what it was talking like. Bleed like a lamb. Attacks with war axes deal 1 additional point of damage per second for 3 seconds. Bleeding. Attacks with swords reduce the attack damage. Ooh. Attacks with maces ignore 50 points of armor. Attacks with daggers bleed even longer. And then it just gets more and more and more and more. Fun stuff. What's Ravage? Oh, dual wielding. Manowar? Dual wielding, build up rage, battle 1% attack damage and 1% bonus attack for 20 seconds. This effect stacks. Okay. Enter Murder's Friends for every 20 to 40 seconds for 8 seconds to overpower 50% more damage and 100%. Looks fun. And started into archery, but kind of meh out of it. So I want to respec this as well and get these perk points back. I want to get these high enough to legacy them and start them over, which would be nice. I can also... There's the Dragonborn DLC, which at the end of it, you get the books that reset your stuff. Legacy of the Dragonborn also has a reset method. I just haven't reached it yet. So, a little bit into lockpicking just to pick up this Game of Fate. 5 Dragons of Fate hidden in random locked containers. Each grants 15,000 gold and a free perk point when removed from its container. The name of the container changes to indicate the treasure inside. So yeah, finding these will be interesting. Haven't looked up anything of where they'd be. Went into alchemy a little bit. Just a bunch of little fun stuff. But mainly restoration, heavy armor, and I've been using one-handed when I need it. Alright. Went up there. For those of wondering, no, this is not the typical Skyrim soundtrack. I just wanted something chill. Just something slow and nice. And after you've listened to the Skyrim soundtrack so many times, it's not that it's bad or boring or horrible or anything, it's just repetitious. I've heard it a lot. I thought I was clear. Hit the button, hit the button, hit the button. Oh, you hit the button, but you ran past. Oh, right, I have a vampire perk. Let's clear out the rest of this place as a vampire. Ah, he hit the button. Alright, what do we got? Yeah, so Sacrosanct expanded this even further as well. So, all attributes up. One of them gets doubled up. You got Chokehold, Conjure Gargoyle, Gut Wrench. Unearthly Will. Makes them cost less in the mortal form. Vampiric Drain costs less no matter what. Blood magic, the raise spell, and Hemomancy in mortal form now damage Daedra. And automatons, which is nice. Sanguinate. Vampiric Drain spell deals 50% more and can be dual cast. Starving Artist was the big one I wanted from this spawn. Hemomancy spells used against people absorb more health, or absorb health equal to 25%. Killing people with Hemomancy advances vampire perks. So Sacrosanct adds this thing called Hemomancy, which you're able to choose when you feed off someone, whether to feed or drain. If you feed, you just reset your vampire stuff, person lives, go on about your day. If you drain them, you kill them, reset everything, and then build levels towards Hemomancy, which gives you spells. There's also a questline called Blue Bloods, which is specific people around the world are unique people to drain from, or to feed from. And you don't have to kill them, you can just feed, and they will give you unique perks for draining them. There's also an age factor for vampires. After you've lived so long as a vampire, you start gaining perks from that. So yeah, I wanted the ability to gain vampire perks outside of being a vampire. So picked this up. After below 25% health, chance to just immediately die, so long as any Hemomancy spell is used on them. What else do we got? Echolocation, just detect people. Create blood potions. So that's nice. I don't have to feed. If I'm in a situation where I can't feed from someone, I have a stock of blood potions on me. Vampire Seduction lets you have people, force people to follow you around so that you can move them somewhere where you can feed off of them. You may drain people under its effect regardless of how thirsty you are. So normally you're only able to feed and then just go on your way. This lets me drain people while they're seduced. And it affects 30 levels higher because the original level was 10. Haven't gone further up this just because I didn't find much use in it. Like, feeding on victims depletes their magic and stamina and increases the effectiveness to dominate and still hard against them. Okay, if I'm in a situation where I can feed from them, I can probably already kill them. You're stronger when blood-starved. I don't want to be blood-starved. So all of this more powerful stuff, didn't care. So, able to turn another person into a vampire, which makes them a lover, follower, or marriage partner, and marriage partner. So, okay. I don't really take people around with me that much. And there's plenty of already marriable prospects in the game anyways. Works on vampires. Able to drain humanoid vampires to disintegrate them and absorb their power. This one I kind of want to go for. Except 30% bonus to combat and social skills while weaker vampires flee from you for 5 minutes. 5 minutes ain't that long. So, I mean, the ability to drain humanoid vampires, if it advanced my vampire level and stuff like that, Vampire Seduction work on vampires is the only good point about this to me. And then the center part is all combat. So, killing a person with a power bike in melee form restores all your health. Blood magic, night powers, and rays in your right hand, and Hemomancy in mortal form cost less. Cool. The get it from Daedra and things like Astral Poison. I now have Toxic Claws, Power Attacks deal more damage, Cloak of Bats. This one sounds fun. I'm trying to get it. Dragon at Midnight is interesting. 4 perk points for the other trees. So 4 regular perk points. A royal crown while in Vampire Lord form. No idea what that does. When you are blood starved, contact with the sun light will instantly destroy you. You really have to pay a lot more attention to your vampire levels, your thirst level, if you take this. Because, I believe there's 4 tiers to the vampire. There's sated, thirsty, blood starved, withered. With this, you really only get 2 levels: sated, satiated, and thirsty. Because if you hit blood starved and go outside, you can die. Which basically means like you cannot fast travel while you're thirsty, because there is a chance that at the end of your fast travel, you will drop a level and become blood starved, and it'll be daylight, and it's just instant dead. Yay. I don't know what the Royal Crown does. I'm debating on picking it. The 4 perk points is nice, and I assume this does something. Raise to Bloodstorm, and then move speed increased a lot in melee form. Yeah. Fun stuff. Excuse me. So, what do I want to take with this? I want to take Astral Poison just so I can get to Night Cloak. And then we're going to kill the rest of this place and hopefully get another perk point. Hello? Echolocation. There's 2 over there. Nobody else in sight. Yeah. Okay. Don't know why that triggered again. Come on. Don't want to conjure gargoyle, because that takes away from... I need to kill things with my right hand, which always has raise. And then R-A-Z, not raise. R-I-A-I-C. I don't raise dead. It's that blood wave that I send out, because that kills with that will get me perk points. Chokehold is a nice lockdown. Gut Wrench has a chance to insta-kill. This'll do. Come on, stand up. Let me bite you. I kind of wanted to bite you. Oh yeah, I have guns installed too. Ooh. You have a glass sword. Okay. Alright. Alright. All I see are bodies. Let's land so we can regenerate mana. There's a couple of you. Nom 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 nom. Ah, alright. So cold. Let's get you low enough. Oops, wrong one. There we go. Wonder why it said a while back that it was clear, because there's clearly a bunch of people left in here. Watch escape tunnel. Okay. So we will transform back. Once we're done here and finish the quest up north, I will we'll head back over to the museum. I'll give you guys a tour. I've gotten quite a lot of things in there. Rather happy with it. That's also why I keep looking in things, because a lot of things have paintings in them, which is one of the big things I'm missing. I mean, I've got a lot of them, but there's still a lot more to place. Let's see here. Hey, don't have that. Have all those. Yeah, I also have the companion mod. Oh, I know what I can do. Mod configuration. I can. It's not all of them, obviously, but it's some of the big ones. So I have things like archery gameplay overhaul, apocalypse spells. So lots of apocalypse spells. Fossil mining, Legacy of the Dragonborn, the Curator's Companion. If you're ever running Legacy of the Dragonborn, I highly recommend the Curator's Companion. Like, it looks ridiculous and all that, but it's so helpful. That's why I have those, like that item I looked at it and knew I didn't have it. It's because of that. So, this. So that this icon right here. The, dragon on a plaque with a little hand on it. That is from the Curator's Companion. It'll be one of three things. It'll be a dragon with a plus, which means it's something you don't have in the museum. A dragon with a hand, which means it's something that's not in the museum, but you have one in your inventory. Or a dragon with a check mark, which means it's something you hit like that. Through the Legacy of the Dragonborn Museum, you're able to make replicas of things. So, since I use this mask a lot, which is the wrong mask, just realized that. Awesome. I'm going to be changing masks after this. There's another mask that I wear that is, it's 30% all elemental resistances, which is what I've been having on, which explains why I've been taking damage. Anyways. So it even affects out here. So like I look at these books, Hey, that's part of the Dragonborn Museum, or can go in it, but I already have it. So that's rather handy. Oh, back to this. So I highly recommend running the Curator's Companion. Missives. Um, quest boards in towns. Fun little things to do. Help out in the very beginning of the game whenever you have no money and you're not playing the main campaign stuff. You're just acting as an adventurer, which is fun to do. More HUD, Ordinator perks, Sacrosanct Vampires, Simple Offense Suppression. What was that one? Oh, so you ever run into a problem where there's combat in town? Like either a dragon, or vampires attack, or bandits, or whatever the reason. For some reason, there's combat in town. And you play a mage where you throw spells everywhere, or a warrior where you do wide swings, and hell, even an archer with your excellent archery, and you fire an arrow, and a townsperson just happens to step right in between you and the enemy, right as you fire. The moment that arrow hits them, the moment your wide area spells or your big power swing hits a person, everybody in the town's against you. One tap. In the middle of combat. What Simple Offense Suppression does... Friendly fire toggle. I want to hurt my friends in innocence. It basically makes it to where, while in combat, and only in combat, it sets all NPC dispositions, all out... I can't remember how he worded it. Anything that's not aggressive to you becomes ally to you. So you can hit allies a couple of times while in combat, and they won't do anything. But it's like 3 or 4 hits, and then they realize, oh, you're hitting me on purpose, and then they'll turn against you. It gives that same thing to neutral people. So you have a couple of hits without turning everybody in the world against you. It's handy to have. I'm pretty sure it also makes companions, like not the companions, but people you bring with you, no friendly fire on those. Because I'm pretty sure I've been hit by other people's fireballs and not taken damage. Pretty sure. Unique treasures. That's a fun one. Just a bunch of random artifacts, knickknacks. It's not going to load the checklist, or it's going to take forever to do. Oh, there it goes. So, like, elk figurine, just Wabbajack wand, tomahawk, ninjato, saberclaw figurine, random little things that are fun to collect. More stuff to collect. Tools of Kragrenak. Haven't started that yet. I've never really done it, so I don't know what it's about. Unread Books Glow is handy. Especially for running the experience mod. Excuse me. Had to drink something. Throat's starting to hurt. But especially for experience mod, because if you've already read a book, you don't get experience from it again. Vigilant, another big mod that I haven't done yet. Haven't started yet. I just started on the Worm's Tooth. Haven't figured out what it is. And yet another Soulstone. Soul Transfer mod. There it is. So just the whole thing of partially filling soul gems, shrinking them down to fit into other things, displacing them, relocating them, and stuff like that. It's very handy on soul gem management. Because that can get tedious. And like I said, this is a small selection of the mods that I run. Maybe I'll set something up to exclamation or something. I'll probably play this for a couple of times, a couple of days. Just because, as I said, it's kind of a chill stream thing to do. Just filling up a museum. And we'll see where it goes. So, Hopefully in one of these times I'll have something set up to show my mod list. But yeah. Where were we? Okay. Oh, nope, already did that. Alski's key. Failed. Okay. Part of the Legacy of the Dragonborn is you eventually get the Explorers Guild, which I've gone quite a long ways into. I already have that, so just these. And they have their own little artifacts that you can collect. And that's a Dwarven Greatsword, already have that. I have quite a few of them on me. This torch is one of them. Sans torch. Sand, not sands. Oh, it's here. Sans torch. It's a unlimited torch, so it'll never go out. And blocking with it is 30% more effective, I think it is. Protection. 33% more. Block 33% more damage with the torch. That seemed like a lot of red. Wassel. Am I thirsty? I am thirsty. I thought biting people in combat counted as drinking. Apparently not. Don't really want to go back to town, so blood potion. There we go. Blood cauldron. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. So, yeah, saved it. There we go. Much better. Okay. Weakness fire. Yeah. We're good. Stimulants. What is that from? Oh, right. It's one of my alchemy perks. So anytime I drink a crafted potion, I get stamina and magicka regen. Have that one. Oh, right. I want the steel hammer. Anyway. Yeah. I already have that. Improved smelting. Or I guess, I don't know exactly what it would be called, but basically I can melt down weapons and armors back into base components. I lose a lot of them, but I still get something from them, which is handy for like looting stuff like this. There's a reason to pick up those steel weapons and not so much the iron anymore, but steel can be hard to come by. Unless you know exactly where the corundium deposits are, which I don't. The reason I'm checking wardrobes, I forget, yeah, that's the same thing, and cabinets and barrels and stuff is because there's paintings in them. Might have already brought that up. That is iron and fur. That's dwarven. I don't remember if the mage armor stuff counts. Steel dagger. That is dwarven for redoing. I also have cooking overhauls. I don't use it that much, but I still collect the stuff for it. Just, I figure if I have it in here, I'm gonna collect the stuff for it. That's all good. Steel. I want all that. Carrots, flour sacks. You had that glass greatsword, which I can melt down. Can't remember. Does Daedric stuff melt? I don't think Daedric stuff melts down to anything, but it's worth a lot. I think it doesn't, because I still have a Daedric helmet in my inventory. I'm pretty sure I would have melted that down. Coin purse. Steel dagger, dwarven stuff. I think this is steel, counts as steel. Nice. And then you have a lockpick and a steel sword. Okay. Yeah, that's where I was. Alright, let's go check out that, this way. What else am I running? I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but the one that redoes the standing stones. I have that modified as well. So, like, I'm running the Steed Stone right now, which is giving me Gallop. Out of combat, increases move speed by 40% and stamina regen by 50%. Along with increased carry weight by 50 points and adds random nearby landmarks to the map. It's rather nice to have. It also, ow. It also puts a, I don't know if it does it or something else is doing it, but I believe it does it. Where it puts a necklace on each standing stone. Those are just dead people. So there's an amulet of the steed, there's an amulet of the tower, there's an amulet of the Lord, which is, I can't go to my inventory, which is the one I'm wearing right now. Which is 25, I want to say, armor resist. And like 15, 10 or 15 magic resist. I've put a lot of time and effort into just making myself, whoops, unkillable. It's kind of funny, in all honesty. Going into vampire form makes me weaker. Like, not weaker. I shouldn't say weaker. Squishier. Like, I kill a lot faster, but man, do I die fast. So, it's kind of funny, but I will start fights in the vampire form, and then as the fight goes on and gets more difficult, I will switch to regular form to be more survivable. Okay. Just to expedite things. What is it? Tool bag. Use tools. Sextant. No relics nearby. Okay. Arrow. Food, food, food. Food, 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 food. Can't pick that up. Come on, give me paintings. Armor. That's iron and a hunting bow. Don't need those. Alright. Take all that. So apparently I cleared this place after killing like a third of the people, and still had two-thirds. I think I went into it backwards. Yeah, they made things worse. I don't remember how bad it was in regular, for like regular vampires, but you get no regen in sunlight. Do not recover and are reduced by 25 points each while in sunlight. And that's at level 1. Like, that's at sated. Satiated. I don't know how to pronounce that. But yeah, that's at tier 1. The thirstier you are, the worse that gets for you. Ooh, that was an ally. I only hit you once, right? How much damage does that do? That's not going to kill him, is it? Restoration. 7 disease damage for 30 seconds. 220? 30, 60, 90. 180. 210. You'll just get very close. Can I heal others? Heal other. Heal others. Grand. Haven't done this one. Boom. I helped. Dude, your bodyguard's dead. Horrid wilting. Missed. Of course. So, what are you doing sitting out here? And why do you have that hood with no shirt on? I'm the best. Um, um, uh, alright. I mean, might as well. It's a quest, which means at the end of it, I'm gonna get experience. Ooh, did it respawn all the enemies? Oh, I wouldn't mind it doing that. Alright, so this was a quest I was supposed to take from this side, except I just hopped the wall and freaking... Oh, forgot to loot all this. Went in guns blazing. And then nearly killed the quest giver. Elvin. Apothis boots. Huh. So, while I have as many as I could find of the patches for Legacy of the Dragonborn for all my other DLCs. I obviously didn't get them all, because there's some named stuff in here that it's not showing up and I haven't seen. There's also the chance that some of this named stuff is the I mean, this is the anniversary edition, so I have the all of the, what is it called, Creation Club stuff. So yeah, like there's a chance that stuff comes from it, which they're working on a Creation Club patch, from what I understand. So that's cool, but there's no ETA on when that comes out, which is why I went ahead and started this playthrough. So there's a very good chance, in fact, there's a 100% chance, that pretty soon there will be a patch for the Creation Club stuff along with a lot of other stuff. And I've been thinking about it, about going ahead and starting that. I want the Dwarven ingots from that. Starting in on that patch, which I would like to do. One big reason I'd like to do it is just so that I could start it with you guys. Because, like, we're hopping into this whenever I already have, like, 800 and something stuff in the museum. I have a pretty, like, I say it's pretty good, but I think I have 800 out of 3,000 items. No, there's nothing in here. I don't know why I keep looking around. I've already looted all this. But yeah, I have 800 out of 3,000 items. But still, it's like 850, maybe? I don't know. I have a large amount of items already found and put into the museum. Yeah, I already got everything up there. So, cool. But I did it on my own time. And I'd like to do it with you guys. I think it'd be fun. Just to do a museum playthrough. Sidestep that. I don't think I looted that. Oh, I did. Chitin. I wonder if I can get the chitin off that. So, when that update comes out, I will probably add more mods and load in the patches for those, hunt down the patches for everything that I don't have a patch for, get the creator content patches up and running, and yeah, I killed all these guys on my way in. And then start a new playthrough with you guys, which is, I'll freely admit, gonna be difficult. As I'm already this far in and I have to start over again. But that's the nature of Skyrim. You're gonna start over a lot of times. Oop, didn't need that plate, but whatever. Boing. Yeah, everybody's already dead. Has been for a while. I pretty much looted the place, dude. How long does that last? Or is it a channeled spell? I think it was illusion? Nope. There it is. Yeah. It's a channel spell. 52 mana a second. Is there 35% less magicka and lasts longer per level? Okay. And we'll play a different class build setup. I never really did play around with alteration magic. What does Ordinator give alteration? So the typical, less magicka, more powerful per point. Dual casting, protection spells are 100% stronger if not worn with armor. Okay, so a no armor run. Aim an armor spell in combat or enter combat with an active armor spell, you become intangible and unavailable or until you perform an interesting. No robes and no light or heavy armor. Wearing robes and no lighter reduces incoming attack and elemental damage by 35%, but you lose magic equal to the amount of health lost. Damage reduction greatly diminishes as magic falls behind. The energy shield is disabled when your hands are lowered. Okay. That's interesting. Oops. Geomancer. Robes, you take 30% less damage from attacks while charging or concentrating on a spell. Interesting. Ritualist. Two-handed ritual spells while moving at 25% reduced. Okay, cool. Philosopher's Stone. Generate gold equal to 4 times your alteration skill level. So at max 400. I mean, that's interesting. Once every 6 in-game hours, you can weaken an expert lock or lower, reducing its difficulty to 0. Cool. Glorification. 12 in-game hours. Effect. Activate a paralyzed target below half health to transmute its body gold worth 100 times its level, killing the target. 50% chance of creating gold ore. No effect on essential targets. Oh, okay. These are some interesting effects. 5 shrines dedicated to nature's mysteries can be found in Skyrim. Each shrine grants a permanent bonus to one school of magic, making all spells from that school 15% more powerful or last 30% longer. I might want to jump in here just to grab that. Armor, cloak, conjure, Daedra, conjure not dead, invisibility. Fortify, regenerate, water walking, etc. Chosen effect will activate when you are affected by the chosen spell type. So when I cast one of these, I get affected by one of these. Interesting. Intuitive. Novice spells cost 100% less to cast. I assume level 2 is what, adept? Whatever the apprentice, whatever the next up, apprentice. Cannot regenerate magicka and lose 10 points of magic per second, but absorb 25% from living creatures within 20 feet, whether friend or foe. Oh. Arcane Thesis. Use it to master the spell you are dual casting. A mastered spell is 20% more powerful, not or less. Only one spell can be mastered. Okay. Vancian magic. Your next 20 spells do not use magicka and are twice as effective. When you run out of spells, you are unable to cast spells until you rest. Okay. It turns you into a D&D wizard. That's kind of funny. Recharge your Vancian spells. You gain 1 additional magic spell for each 10 points of base magicka. Okay, so it gives you a point to having magicka. Your spells, you may choose less or more spells in exchange for increased or decreased spell effectiveness. Choose one of 3 meta magic enhancements. Your choice remains in effect until your next round. This might be fun to play with. You get 20 spells a day at first. And then Quadratic Wizard will give you more. It bumps it to at least 30. Because you start with 100 magicka. So like I'd get 25 more spells. So 45 spells a day. Or not even a day, just 45 spells arrest. Excuse me. I mean, it's not that handicapping. I wonder how it deals with concentration spells, like flames and stuff. Is that a spell per second? Because it'll make you horrible at the very beginning of the game, because you need to beeline it to the Wizard's College. Because you need to grab Firebolt, Ice Spike, and Lightning Bolt. You also need to be good at a melee weapon or staves. Oops. No, I'm on the other side of the screen. Why are you going? There we go. That's interesting. Spellblade. Spell with one-hander, you deal 20% more attack damage for 4 seconds. Alright, this is kind of leaning into that whole have a backup. Energy Royal. Spell with one hand, reduce the armor of nearby enemies within 10 feet by 150 points for 4 seconds. Whenever you attack with a weapon, reduce the magic resistance. Nice. Alter Self. Resistances. 2 resistance to increase by 25. Alter Self attributes. 2 attributes by 50. Nullifier. Preventing enemies within 25 feet from regenerating magic instant. Holy crap. Alteration's kind of scary. Summons a permanent magical field at the location where you learn this perk. Alteration spells gain 2 times duration if cast within 5,000 feet, and 20 times duration if cast within 250 feet. Vancian magic can be recharged by sleeping within 250 feet. Huh. Dimension Door. At will creates a magical doorway that teleports you to the location of your home. Okay. When you fall below 15% health due to combat damage, you briefly turn invulnerable and teleport back to your location where you entered combat. Wow, alteration actually seems pretty fun. Ordinator adds a lot of fun ways to play this game. But, on with the questing. Hello, Mr. Fox. Hi. Okay, I think, fortunately, I'm going to need to wait 12 hours until they wake up. I guess I could sneak in and grab it, but why not? Right, they don't move. See, the problem with draining for Hemomancy is I never know if someone is important to a quest. Now, I don't want to kill off quest givers. save. You guys are asleep, right? It's downstairs. Oh, you're awake. And I'm out. I'm not a stealthy character. Just wanted to see if I could. So, we'll wait till 7 in the morning. Typically, they'll be out and about then. Ouch. You can get away from the door now. Also ignore the fact that some dude's been...
Have you decided if I can head up to Solitude?
Yay, free lockpick. Don't know what's so special about this wood flute, but it looked fancy. Why were my... Oh, right. So, another penalty of Sacrosanct Vampires. I wonder if it shows it in here. Trespassing curse. So, if you're trespassing without being invited in, you will lose stamina and mana every second. Yeah. Fun times. But I have the flute that I came here for. Teleport. Oops. I also haven't looked around my museum myself in a while, so this will be a fun tour for both of us. Alright. Maybe go talk to what's his name, and then go to the museum deposit. Then we'll go take a look around, and then I'll do some stuff at the safe house. Upstairs. Hey, Orion. Found the wood flute.
Ah, splendid. Nice find, my friend. Here's a little something for your efforts. I'll go ahead and display it. Ah, good day, my friend.
Can I immediately? Nope. Okay, run back down here. Jump, then move. Wow, I can't, I thought I could. I've jumped over the, oh, there's a thing above me. I'll show all this stuff in just a minute. I want to put everything in. Nope, not yet, not yet, not yet. Take a quick look. That's favorited, so it won't go away. This can be unfavorited and unequipped because I'm not going to use it. Oh, it won't go away. Because I put in a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more. I have 10 fingers. I'm wearing 10 rings. I've limited myself. Well, okay. This mod allows you to wear as many rings as you want. But I've told myself 10. I've thought about 8 because no thumb rings, but 10 rings, whatever. I can wear 10 rings. Cannot double up on the same stat. So if I find a Destruction 3 ring or Destruction 2, if I equipped it, I have to unequip the Destruction 1. So there's no doubling in this. There's the Lord. 25 points damage is 15% magic resist. Yeah. These won't go in there. Those won't. That will. That's fine. Those are all fine. And that should be. Yeah, that's all good. Okay. Now comes the most annoying part. I have to wait for, and because I have over 800 things, it takes a minute. Excuse me. Sorry about that. These are all, so I can't leave, but through here is the Explorers Society, which you unlock partway through the Legacy of the Dragonborn. Can't remember. After you donate so many items, I think it's like 200-300, which doesn't take that long, in all honesty. But you unlock the Explorers Society. You also, at any time, can find runes that you can mine at to get fragments and keystones, and you use those in a special crafting bench to craft these, which are just little simple things that are rather nice. Burial shrines, Mithric crest, excuse me, Dwynmere device, goblets, bowls, pitchers, engraving tool, relic carvings. Only one? I thought I had more than one item. There you go. Total space 861. But as it stands, so this is the entrance. Oh, hey, I have donations. Cool. But yeah, let's take a tour of the museum. That should be fun. So, entryway. Got a painting of the Jarl of Solitude. Can't remember her name. There's supposed to be a painting here as well. I don't want to hang it up. Because you have this entire huge thing, and it's one painting, like this big. I think something else is supposed to go here, but I haven't figured out what it is, and until it pops up, I'm not putting that painting up there. Don't like it. Donations box. As you start filling things up, you get more and more money for just the tours that Arwen, whatever his name is, runs. And then you get into the actual exhibits. Hall of Heroes. We'll go clockwise around here, then go upstairs. So we got like the Zephyr, and the Chesimir, and the Aegisborn. Haven't filled out anything here, because it's all, I believe, companion stuff. These are gifts. Like once you get so many relics, he gives you an item that you can either use or hang up. We got the Ghost Blade, the Bloodskull Blade, and the Eladin's Ward. That came from Solstum, and I forget where this one came from. These, I don't know what these are from. Different armor sets. Same as the last rack over there. gifted weapons, Hops Fire, True Flame, and Champion's Cudgel. Missing a couple of others. Found and killed quite a few Dragon Priests. Only missing a couple more. I went and got the wooden one already. I haven't fought Merrick yet, but that's the end of the Dragonborn DLC. I believe this is the one you get for getting all the other masks and then taking the wooden one and all the masks to Labyrinthian, and you'll get this mask. I've found 5 claws. Emerald over there. Gold, jade, ivory, iron. A couple more weapons for Explo. Red Eagle's Bane. Completed that quest already. I have all of the Crusader stuff. The only reason this one's missing is because I use it. The Mace of the Crusader. It's a rather good weapon. Fire damage and turns undead on impact. As well as 10-point bonus to one-handed. So it does even more damage. Couple of gifted weapons and a couple of found ones. Stendarr's hammer is funny. It is very much a joke weapon. Because it weighs, I think, 1,500 pounds. So you're almost guaranteed to be overweight. Oh, that is one of the mods I'm also running. It runs the old system of every time you gain a level, you gain carry weight. Not a large amount, but you do gain it. And then if you take stamina, you gain extra. Just because if you're going to be doing the Legacy of the Dragonborn, you're going to be picking up so much stuff, you need the carry weight. Charge of the Blooded was... It was a Dwynmere rune. And at the end of it, 2 people were fighting, and one of them had this on it. I don't know if that's story related or just hapstance. I already showed you the fragment stuff. I got the previous owner of this building, his picture up, and there's a quest line that you go through where you get this painting and a couple of other things. If we do a reset, I'll show you. You'll see the quest, so I want to save it for that. Plague Sword and Briarheart Geas, which is funny because it's an axe that deals plus 10 damage versus Nords. For some reason, this is messing up. Azadal's armor and his rings. I need to go get the gauntlets. It's a quest line where you pay an archaeologist to dig out an area, and eventually it leads to a dragon priest. But this is Azadal's armor set. For some reason, that messes up, and these sink into the thing. I've put a note up just to see if anyone else has this problem, and I've run into many people who have, so it's a common bug. We got the Galder Amulet, Sarthal Amulet, Galder Blackblade, Galder Blackbow. So, I mean, it's modded Skyrim. Things are going to mess up. As you can see, that little skull with the plus says that it's not in the Dragonborn Museum, but it is. Funny thing about the rings. So when you do the Mage's Quest line for this, you get told to you go to Sarthal, and you get told to help out with the exploring of it. And you have a choice. You can look around very meticulously and find these 3 enchanted rings. Or you can run straight to the back of the room and grab the Sarthal Amulet. I completely forgot about the rings, and just grabbed the amulet, which moves the storyline along, and you can't go back to it until you get done with it and go back into Sarthal. I got into a fight in an area close to that, and one of the rings glitched into the floor, and I saw it happen. So I could not get it, so I had to command code this one in. So there are 4 enchanted rings in the world, but one of them is inaccessible. Here, actually, I keep forgetting I sometimes need to do this. Torch. I can see. Hairbane's Courage. I don't remember this blade. Like, at all. Haven't found anything else. Alright. Upstairs.
Need something?
Clockwise stuff. Elder Scrolls. Haven't done any big quests for that yet. Still haven't found anything for this. I'm not sure why. This is a bit weird. This is coming soon, but I've already got the sword for it. Sword of Ancient Tongues, which is, this is the final gift you get for collecting artifacts. Once you get this, that's it. Helmets. Got Orion Bearclaw's helm, Ghost helm, Adamantium helm of Toran, and then all of the Tribunal masks. Bunch of others helms that I don't. Oh, I also have the Diadem of the Savant. Couple of necklaces. Each of the gods, only missing one. And then the Bonehawk and the Wing Collars. Got a couple of rings in here. Got the Sir Amiel, Wanderlust, and the Dunscars. Ah, there it is. Ring of Sunfire. And there's one. Wind Caller's ring. There's supposed to be an Explorer's ring in here too. But I don't know where it's at. It might be in the Explorer's Hall. Boots and gloves. Hands of the Atronach. Fists of Rogalf. Iron Hand gauntlets. Boots of blinding speed. More amulets. You can get a Jarl's necklace and then a Thane's necklace. I stole both of these. Fingar, which is the Solitude one. So don't have to do that. I have the Thane of Whiterun, Dwarven Amulet that I found, Briarheart that I found. These are the amulets of the towers, or the stones. I'm only missing 2 stones, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm missing 3 because I'm using 1. I think. We'll see whenever we go into another area. Necklace Vampire. Ancient Nord necklaces. Haven't found all of those yet. And a Torque. Whatever a Torque is. Nothing in this one. This is Dawnguard stuff, it looks like. Very powerful Dawnguard stuff. So I'm sure I'll run into it eventually. Once I actually start doing the Empire quests. Lunar weapons. Got 4 of them. Just need the sword, or need the war axe, and the steel sword. And whatever Veloth's judgment is. Nothing in here. Hag's Wrath staff, and then there's a couple of others I don't have. College stuff. I only have Shaladar Stone, which this is a replica because I actually use Shaladar Stone. Might not need it much anymore. It's a stone that you can load soul gems into and then use it to gain mana. Use it to gain mana. Like you load soul gems and it gets charges, and then whenever you use it, it expends charges to give you mana. I think it's like 150 mana or something like that. Imbernax, Hasadak, Ice Staff, and Idris. Just a couple more unique staffs, which is pretty cool. Let's head downstairs and go into the hall. Yeah, because that just leads to the food place. Already looked in there. Yeah. So this stuff is location based. Wow, that was a pop. I don't know if you heard that, but if you did, sorry. Heard that through mine. Might have been the music. Hi.
This is quite the collection.
So all of this stuff pops in whenever you find locations. So like Falmir locations, Forsworn locations, whatever these guys are called locations. Just areas I've come across. And it adds them to here. Let's go upstairs, look at that, then look at the doors in there, and then we'll just head all the way down. One by one. Painting Hall. I've actually got quite a few paintings. Do I have any on me? No. Okay. And then there's still all that wall, still this wall, and then there's other areas around the museum that have paintings. Alright, Dragonborn Hall. Not too full. Just go clockwise again. So, not much filling up. Don't know really what's supposed to go here. Apparently another Elder Scroll. Bronze Claw. Not sure. We'll go there in just a minute. So, oh, I can... Croesus? Can't take his helmet. Can take Otar's helmet. Is Otar the one I want? This is just a replica. It doesn't do anything. I need to find Otar's helmet, because I'm pretty sure Otar is the one I want. Okan. So if I drop this, and then go back over, you lack the required... So these have to be replicas. Right, because the Dragon Priest masks are out there. Okay. We'll go deal with that in just a minute. Azadal... Chrysosis? I can't pronounce these names at all. But yeah. Dragon Priests now come with Dragon Priest armors. Which... they're not a pain to get, but they can be. Because, do I have any on me? No. So, when every Dragon Priest has their mask, chest, gloves, boots. The mask is fine, but the robes, the gloves, and the boots are all cursed. And you have to get a scroll of abjuration to get them, or to uncurse them. Which is crafted with Dragon Priest Ash, which you get from killing a Dragon Priest, and Dragon Hide, which you get from turning Dragon Scale into Dragon Hide. And then you craft those together and make an Abjuration Scroll, and you need 3 per suit, so 1 for each piece, and they'll uncurse and have magical effects, which can be quite handy. The problem is that the robes are robes. No armor, they're clothing items. Still have magical effects, but they're clothing items. The gloves and the boots are heavy armor. It's kind of bullshit. This are excavations that I've done. So, Runes of Rakund and Windcaller's Pass. Done both of these. Had to fight 2 dragons at once here. Had to fight a Dwynmere Sentinel here, which is a very giant Dwynmere lady that was really tough, and I actually ended up cheesing the fight because she killed me a couple of times. Apparently there's a couple of more excavations. I don't know, maybe. I mean, it looks like there's 3 more. This, I'm assuming, is whenever you master a profession, because we got alchemy, enchanting, blacksmithing. Is that something? No, that's a person. But nothing over here. Oop, that's... all this stuff gets put in automatically. Like, this isn't stuff I have brought in. Well, these are. But all this stuff up here gets put in automatically. So it looks like stuff is supposed to go here. I just don't know what it is yet. 1, 2. I am missing 2 stones. Alright. I'm missing an amulet for some reason. All the divine shrines. I just went to, I forget what temple it is, but here in Solitude that has all but Talos and then Talos is in Whiterun. So, easy grab. This doesn't have a plaque, so I don't know why it's put in here. I assume it's for setting up the Explorers Guild, but that's all I can think about. Very hype music for a tour. Okay, thank you. Alright, what's the next door? Ah, the Hall of... I'm actually proud of this one. So this one is the Hall of Natural Science. There's a couple that aren't complete, but most of it is. The ones that aren't are these jar ones, and the dragons. So the butterflies will spawn in a little bit, maybe by the time we're done. But yeah, like wolf and elk. So you actually have to get like wolf fur and meat, elk fur and meat, saber-tooths and bears, saber cat and bear, orcers, mud crabs, spiders, chorus. Okay, to note on this one, I did not kill a dog. You do need, or a horse. I did kill a cow, and I did kill a chicken. But you need horse, hide, dog meat, cow, chicken. The dog came from the Death Hounds in the Vampire DLC. And the horse I got from an ambush that was already dead. I have not killed any horses or dogs. Billy goats, trolls, Spriggan, Hagraven, dragons. So that one and that one. The green one and the orange one, the gold one here, I'm pretty sure, are the two you fight at Windcall's Pass. Those two are just the legendary dragon and the elder dragon. The rest of these are named dragons. I have to fight specific dragons. See, I need that specific dragon's scale and dragon bone. So I haven't run across them yet, and I've been looting every dragon I've come across. Yeah, gemstones. Gotten a lot of them. A lot of them. That actually doesn't have anything. It's just got a little plaque, but you don't put anything into it. I've actually found quite a number of seashells, which is pretty cool. Mammoths and giants. I have found 2 fish in a bottles, so we got a little bit of fish in there. I have found 5 fairy jars. Now the problem with this is that you cannot easily, like there's this one that is a bit easy to see. There's that one right on top of the eyeball. So I'm not going to point directly at it, but right above it is a fairy. And then right above the eyeball is another fairy. So I've found 3 of them. I don't know where the rest are. And I've stared at this for a while. Like, it might be these houses. Like, is there a fairy on that house right there? Just above the eyeball? I don't know. But I have found 3 fairies. That's Tinkerbell. And see, only one of the jars has Tinker Fairy. Only one of them has a fairy in it. So at first I was thinking, oh, these are just making the fairy house appears. Because, I mean, look at that. It looks like a toadstool fairy house. So it must be just making the fairy house. No. There's 3 fairies there, and only 1 fairy in a jar. So I don't know. I have not been able to find the rest of them. Oh, upstairs. It's a mammoth. Fossils! I've been doing a bit of digging. Got my T-Rex fossil. Bunch of little fossils. Paw prints and shells. Eggshells. What do we got? Rocks. Starfish. These are pretty cool. Kind of like them. Want to get the bigger ones. Got the cliff racer fossil. Does anybody else here miss cliff racers? I don't. Ancient horse. Winged saurian. Fish. Ooh, I haven't seen that one. Drowned ancient horse. Alright. Couple more fossils. Swift fossil. Woodpecker. A bee. A giant wasp. That is a pretty big damn wasp. Want to get some more of the big ones. Some of the ones that are supposed to be down here. I have 1 piece of the dragon skeleton. The fossilized dragon. I can't wait to get that. That'll look cool. Let's see here. So downstairs is the Hall of Oddities. And then the armory. Or the East Exhibit Halls, which has the Hall of Oddities and a couple of others. Yeah, see, more painting slots. There's a lot of more paints. So the Daedric, I don't have many of these. So I got the beacon. I also got the Dawnguard, or the sword, whatever it's called. These 2 are new. I think they're from this mod, from Legacy of the Dragonborn. I know this one is, the Kegbreaker. I don't know about this one. I can't remember where I got Scourge from. I have 2 of the books, Filament and Filigree, and the Winds of Change. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, it's still showing the name. Those aren't the books themselves. So yeah, 2 of the books. Filament, Filigree, Winds of Change. And that's really it. Ring of Heresine. Yeah, okay, yeah. The Oblivion Crisis. Sigilstone. Don't have one. Okay. And there's no back doors here. Alright, so yeah, not much here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5 technically, because that's just bound. What's this one? Hall of Oddities. This is a bunch of random stuff. Backpack of the Curator. Huh. Oh, I suppose I find yours. I guess filling this up starts getting you rewards? Because I know this appeared recently. I guess I added a couple more oddities that gave me more. Cool! I didn't know it did that. That's pretty cool. I mean, I don't want to wear it. And it's only 100 pounds. I'm at 780 pounds, so I'm fine. Alright, so jade statues. Nothing in that. Got Hoarfrost, which is a unique pickaxe. It's actually a ancient Nordic pickaxe, so it can do Stalthreim, whatever the material from Dragonborn DLC is for. Yeah, no, I need a basic one. Notched pickaxe. Oh, that's the one that's at the top of the throat of the world. Alright. I need to do the main storyline. What do we got here? Coins. Just coin collection. Got a couple of them. This is Vigilant, which I haven't started yet, so I can skip out on that. There's nothing in there. We got the Ice's Stalhreim. That's what it's called. That's the material. My butchering of its pronunciation. But the Spoon of Assassination, which is the picture you saw. Mod curators. This. It's used in this picture. In all honesty, this is also an artifact. Kind of handy one. It's why I have so many shells. I'll show it in just a minute. But yeah, this can actually go out in here in the museum. Once we're done with the tour, I'll show you how it's done. Draw knife for shaving. It's for the Elder Scrolls for some reason. It's for cutting something for the Elder Scrolls. I don't remember. We'll come across that in the quest line. I actually do have King Orgrim's coffer. I'll show you where that's at. It's actually in a different place right now. Got an Imperial Warhorn. The Filter of the Phantom. Skull Keys. And a Deathhound collar. Oh, hey. Poacher's Axe. If I remember correctly, there's another axe that's supposed to be in here. Don't know what this is for. I think it's just more random items. It might be important stuff, but don't know. That was called the Eye Gouger. Hey, can you give me a new quest yet? No. Okay. Random jars of things. We got Killer Tree in a jar. Pegasus in a jar. 3 different ships in a jar. Scarecrow Goblin in a jar. Mud Crab in a jar. Dwynmere Junk jar. And the Alduin in a jar. Just random jars. More random stuff. So we have the hook sword. I don't run a hook sword. A Tanto. 2 dolls. Green Ninja, Red Ninja. Bear figurine. Valmor figurine. Elk statue. Oh, there's glass there. I never noticed that. Huh, okay. Gemstone goblet, or no. Golden candlestick. Gemstone urn. Golden model ship. Golden tankard. Wood flute. Guess there's a bunch of different instruments you can get. 20-string harp guitar. That's pretty cool. Nothing there. Oh, nothing there. Nothing there. Ah, topaz wine glass. And I have found the Tribunal plate and the Morrowind plate. Want to find the others. Alien console. Stop looking at them. I want to find them. Is there anything else in here? That's Tribunal. Jars, empty room. Oh, that's it. And then we have the Hall of Lost Empires. go clockwise. So a lot of empty plaques. We got Runes of Rakund here. Bathoft. It's the Aether stuff. Shroud Heath Barrow. See, here's the thing. It's Dwynmere and Falmere is what it looks like. Dwarves and Snow Elves. Then you have the Barrows, which are Nord. Sarthal is a Nordic Barrow. Ustengrav, I believe, is it's a Nordic Barrow as well. Starting to get these up here too. That was empty beforehand. Down here, we got the staff, tonal staff of Kagras, and the gem socket toolkit. A lot of these are empty. I've got the shield, the ethereal shield and crown, and the ethereal helmet up here because I am wearing the rest of the ethereal stuff. The Ethereum Forge. Oh, right. There's the steel ethereal, and then the Dwynmere Ethereum armor. Oh, the ethereal and the Ethereum. I'm using ethereal. Right? Yeah, ethereal. Not bad stuff. I have 9 rings. Yeah. Because I have this 30% resistant ring. Anything back here? Yeah, the ethereal amulet. I made an amulet. And I need to make the Ethereum stuff. That's all for this area. Yeah. This is still blocked off. Okay. I guess we can hit the library, go up, check out the Solarum, and then go down to the armory. Yeah, that sounds good. Because I forgot about these 2 rooms. I mean, the library's not terribly big. It's just treasure maps, which I've got a few of. Treasure Hunter Journal. I've actually collected quite a lot of the books. It doesn't look like much, but just there's a lot of them in there. Like, that's 12 volumes that I have. Most of them. 1 through 8. Got all those. Just a bunch of different books. And I don't know why these books are locked up. Like, some of them are bad. But some of them, I guess they're just, these are the more important books, maybe? We got more important books up here. Got the Dragonstone. Or, I think these are the skill books? More treasure map spots that I don't have. And then normal book sorts, which I don't use, and more treasure map spots, which I have 1 of. I don't think I've opened any of these treasure spots. I probably should do that at some point. But we'll see. Planetarium. Right now this doesn't do much, but hopefully soon. There's a couple of other things you can open up with it. The majority of them don't do anything, but one of them is the There's nothing down there. One of them is skill resets. But right now I have it set to this. Which doesn't look like much when you look at it just as is. But think about the fact that this is in Skyrim. This is amazing, in my opinion. Yeah, I need to find more star maps. But this is rather impressive, in my opinion. Excuse me. So, I rather like this. I do come in here every once in a while and just like, ooh, I wish I had more star maps. Alright, one last room. And then I might call it a night. I'm starting to get tired and sore. All the way downstairs. Oh, and then I need to show you guys the spoon. To the armory. I mean, I know it's not terribly important, but it still can be kind of impressive. Do the top area. So, like, all of the we have the Forsaken stuff, Ancient Nord stuff, Dwarven, I think I've completed that, Steel, and steel plate, Iron, Banded Iron, okay. Balmir, most of it, missing a little bit of, I guess, the light armor? I don't know. No, that's both heavy armor. Just another form. Oh, the regular versus the hardened. Nordic, don't have much of it yet. Elven, I think this is Elven Gilded and Elven Light. I think this is complete. I can check it in just a minute. Most of the glass need the boots and the helmet and the shield. Orcish, I think that actually looks complete as well. More than I thought. What is this? Blades, Snow Elven, Ebony. Yeah, I'm just missing the Ebony boots, which I could actually craft. Now that I think about it. So down here we got the Dawnguard stuff. Probably going to start collecting a lot more of it, considering who I'm fighting. We got the Heroic Imperial, Light Imperial, Heavy or Imperial, Imperial Knight. I'm just missing a little bit more of that. Let's see here. We got the Whiterun Guard Armor, Guard Shield, and then the Sword of Whiterun. We got the Solitude Guard Light Armor, White Helm Guard Armor, and then little things like the Heroic Stormcloak, a couple of their armors, Leather, Scaled, Hide, Bone Mold, Titan. As reference, something that I'm very glad you can do, just to see how much of it is done, you can go to the Curator's Companion, Armory Sets. So, Iron, Steel, Elven, Forsworn, Orcish. I have completed those sets. The problem is that the miscellaneous set is all these things in the bottom ring. So I've completed a couple of those, but they're not showing. Oh no, there's guard armor sets and Thane weapon sets. So what is the miscellaneous set? I don't know. I've been looking at it wrong, apparently. Daedric. Yeah. I haven't seen any of the Snow Elf set, which I'm rather interested in. See what it looks like. Museum sections. Yeah. 860 out of 2,828 displays. Rather cool. About to get another one with the safe house whenever I go put the curator's backpack on in there. Yeah, that's my armory. I've got quite a lot of sets complete. And as a blacksmith, I'm making the rest of them. So, you know, I can finish them. Spoon. So it's obviously not going to be there for me. But the spoon is actually here in the museum. And it is underneath this. So, to open that, you start over here, and you'll find a loose raised stone. Now, I'm going to fail this first time. I might actually fail a couple of times. But I'm just going to walk to show you the pathway. So you got to hit the stone. Then you run this way. You run over here. There's another little raised stone right there. Click. And you run over here. Run down here. There's that one. And you run back up. Oop, that's a rock. Over here. Oh, I would have made it. Yeah, and it will be right there. So actually, it's not all that hard, because I did not sprint during any of that. Huh. I made that a lot harder than I thought it was. Yeah, but that's where the spoon is. Oh, I could show you the Explorers Guild. And I could check if they're back yet. So, you could find fragments all throughout the world. And you can mine them. Typically you get 2 or 3, maybe. And then if you, there's perks you can take to get more and stuff. I think I actually have a archaeology perk as well. The other thing you can do is you can hire, oh yeah, Fafnir. You get him as a pet. He stays here, but, and then he's not in here, so I guess he leaves with the other guy. But you get a little Dwynmere contraption named Egilbert, which is pretty cool. I like him. But there will be 4 people, 4 explorers that bunk up here that you can go talk to, and you can send them out on missions, and they'll come back from their digs with fragments and money. You just come in here and open it up and take the stuff and then send them back out. But, and you use those fragments at an archaeology workstation. I don't think I have... Nope, don't have enough. So I've crafted most of them that I can right now. The only one I'm missing is the Shrine of Y'ffre. And I need 50 Falmir fragments, and I have 5. I do have 26 keystones, though. So, you know, that's ridiculous. But you can also get Dwynmere fragments from breaking down Dwynmere stuff. That can all go back away. Craft loot is a very nice thing. It comes with the Legacy download. And I'll show you that whenever we go up to the safe house. You can also hire on a merchant here, but for some reason sometimes she doesn't sell things. She has hours. Oh, and these are the artifacts I was talking about. So, like, stone hands, unarmed attack, speechcraft doubles well, and doubles damage with pickaxe. That's a replica. Karina's quill. There it is. Detect life and death while equipped, though not automatons. Alxy's key is once every 6 hours or 12 hours. You can use it to open a lock, but it has a chance to open a lock based on your archaeology skill, which you get from crafting fragments and mining at places. Rain's Shelter, which I carry, that's a replica. I carry it with me. It's a campsite. Dino's Bottom Spag, 200 weight, and sometimes find things in the depth. This actually kept putting me overweight, and it got annoying, and plus it looks ugly as hell, so I put it back. And then Archaean's Tool Bag, which I also use, which is super handy, because it puts... So, you could put relics in here. Relics and Explorer tools that add special effects, but may be taken by the library sorter. So you can activate these tools without removing them. You can also put things like, oh, I don't know, the decks. So if you guys haven't seen these, there are cards in the game now, everywhere. I'm pretty sure it's Legacy that adds them in. And you get a bunch of them. Here, let me show you. I'm not going to run all the way there. Books. Curator's Guide. Move to museum location. Safe house. I don't know if you can do that anywhere. I think it's only while you're in the museum. But yeah, that keeping the Curator's Guide on you is handy. It also helps you find Arwen. No, Arwen is Lord of the Rings. Awen? I don't know what his name is. Museum guy. Tour guide. Okay, what was I showing you? Oh, cards. So yeah, up here, you get this, your fate card collection. I have a lot of them. Do I have any more to put in? No. Okay. So yeah, you get card of arms, card of builders, demons, draconians, fortune, mystics, shadows, spiders, travelers, walls, and I think there's a couple more. But anyways, you get a bunch of cards. And by themselves, they don't do anything. Queen. Do I have an ace somewhere? Can I go make a deck? No, I cannot. Alright, so just collecting the cards and trying to find all of them is actually really difficult. I have not been able to do that. But there is a guy in Windhelm that will trade 1-for-1 of the same number of different suits. So like a 5 of builders, I can turn into a 5 of demons. So I'm just looking for one of each card, and then I'll go to him and trade the ones I need to get the new set. And I've built 2 sets so far. Arms and Draconians. And whenever you build the full thing, you can they turn into a deck. And the decks give you bonuses. Like the deck of arms gives me archery, one-handed and two-handed, plus 10. So plus 10 to combat skills. The deck of Draconians gave me Dragon's Rage. Yeah. Powerful Blast deals 40 points of fire damage and sends targets reeling. Nice spell. I used it a little bit. But yeah, Dragon's Rage. So I haven't figured out what the other ones do. It's going to be fun whenever I do figure them out. This is the safe house, by the way. Very, very nice place to have. So you get a kitchen that stores your food in world. So somewhere around here is the here it is. Raw foods, cooked foods, ice boxes. Anything that gets put in here starts appearing on the shelves where it's supposed to. So my beers, my desserts, my meats. There's a mod called the Cheese for Everyone mod, which adds a whole thing about cheeses that adds a cheese cellar right here. But you can bake and you can cook. Infinite water source. Minecraft. More painting spots. Up here is the crafting area. Now this is what I meant by craft loots. So I actually want to set that to grab everything and then store supplies. So sorting items. It takes everything that could be a leather item, ingot item, gems, soul gems, ingredients, potions, poisons, just all of them, and puts them into those boxes. And then, so it said sorting done, right? Just double check it. Supply sorting done. Okay. Now, it doesn't take everything. There are some modded items that don't get pulled. I think I've already dropped off all the ones that wouldn't. Like, it doesn't pull the Valara stones. I don't know why it didn't pull this greater soul gem. Probably because it has a petty in it. No? Should still pull it. I don't know. But then, say I want to do some smelting because I found a bunch of ores. Well, the smelter just took all that. Well, if you go over to the smelter, add supplies via craft loot. Takes everything from the ingots and ores chest, puts it in my inventory. I can now craft with it. Now, a lot of this is from armors I'm carrying. Even adds certain bone items. Skulls, tusks, that I can turn into bone meal. And once I'm done, because I'm not going to... Hey, I can break down the boots. Cool. Once I'm done, I tab out to get out of it. You can see I don't have a crosshair right now. But, if I wait just a moment, returning supplies. And we're done. Took all of them, put them back into here. That is such a useful tool. I love having that. You also get a Soul Gem Transmogrifier. So I believe this breaks soul gems. Yeah, so it's 3 soul gem fragments into a petty soul gem, 30 petty soul gems into a 15 lesser soul gems, or 2 to 1, I believe is what it's supposed to be. 6, 10 to 5, 20 to 10. Yeah, 2 to 1 ratio. It just gives you bigger quantities whenever you have a lot of them. So you can get them all the way up to grands. This is 3 to 2. I don't know what all the transfer rates are. But like 3 greater soul gems gets you a grand soul gem. Okay. 2 common soul gems gets you a greater soul gem. 2 lesser soul gems gets you a common soul gem. 2 petty soul gems gets you a lesser soul gem. So just double it up every time. Which you can create larger soul gems. And when you have something like yet another soul transfer mod, it's perfectly fine to just stack your inventory full of grands. Because it allows stacking. I haven't improved an advanced lab here, but staff enchanters, get that. Search hearthstones, I got a bunch of them. Clutter chest. So like this is a bunch of stuff that wouldn't go into the chests, like glacial ingots, cave troll pelts, chitin plate, albino spider pods, amber, madness ingots, ethereum ores. There's just a couple of things in here that wouldn't go in. Linens. Oh, there's the actual backpack. It looks ridiculous. I hated it while I was using it. Oh, nope, that was the backpack of the curator. Which I need to go put up. Yeah, there it is. It doesn't look as bad on this armor because it's wide enough that it covers the whole thing. But like whenever I was wearing the Crusader's armor, I was narrower than the backpack, so it stuck out the sides and it just looked ridiculous. Now I don't use it just because I don't need it. Let me put that back in there. But I keep it in here in case I ever do. Why can't I access that yet? Okay, I can access that. There we go. That's a shield. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Some of these armor sets are here because I either like the look of them, like the Netch leather armor here, and they don't have a spot in the museum for some reason, or they're these. I don't know where these. Oh, excuse me. Crusader armors came from. Like it's an entirely different set, and it's also quest line where I can't wear these. This is just a Dragonbone set that for some reason wasn't, or no, Dragonbone has a spot, but for some, these won't go into it. These are all enchanted spot. I don't think the enchantment shouldn't matter though. Oh, these are insulated. Yeah, just for some reason these don't count. I guess they were added in by a quest or something. An ethereal axe that I made that should go into the museum. I don't know why it's not in there. Hey, there he is. Why is he on this? Yeah, I would rather wear Otar. .500 armor rating. Actually, I could get that higher. Flawless. Oh, I don't have any Quicksilver left. I need Quicksilver to get these guys up. Oh, there's no guarantee I'd be able to do that anyways. Nope, can't. Yeah, legendary's as high as they can go. For some reason this can go to flawless. That's fine. Returning supplies. And they're gone. So now, five extra armor. I need to go figure out where to turn these in. Okay. Backpack. Wonder what that was. Oh. So you also get... Why is it always so dark in here? Torch. A storage area. Which I'm using for named things that don't have a spot. And ammunition and guns. I'm not using the guns because I'm waiting for a update on them. Because when you use them right now, so if I pull out this Orcish handgun, which I'm actually going to put into the cell box, and equipped it, Orcish handgun. So when I go to fire it, the barrel points way above where the crosshairs go. Now it does fire where the crosshairs point, but that just bothers me. It just kind of bugs me that it's just so off. And yes, they're counted as crossbows. So, I already have one of those, so I can put that away. So they do the same animation and you hold them the same way, but it's interesting to have guns in. And at this point, it's basically just a detriment to me because it gives enemies guns. And I don't use them. And then just a bunch of ammunitions that I just keep picking up and going, oh, I didn't need these, and throwing in here. Crap ton of arrows, bolts, different arrows, enchanted shots, magic arrows. I don't think... Oh, I have fossils put in here. I need to go mine fossils again eventually. And then this is the sell pile. Oops. Which you can throw stuff into this box. And, what's his name? Every once in a while, we'll take items from that box and sell them. And put the income in here. Hey, look, there's another 4,000 gold from the previous sells. I'm not going to do it right now because I got a bunch of stuff in my inventory I want to smelt down, but I'm probably not going to do that tonight. Last thing to show you. Well, a couple of things. More painting spots. There's a couple down there too that I haven't put. But I haven't utilized it yet, but there's a outfit tire station here with the power to use it anywhere. And you can smithing, enchanting, alchemy, merchant, farm. You can throw items in here. And this will be what you wear. And then you use the power to select one of the outfits. And you just change into it. It swaps them out. That's cool. Like, yes, I haven't really gotten into it. But it's just a cool concept. Oh. Shield, blade, staff, cloak, backpack. There we go. Yay! So there's a cloak, a staff, a shield, and a blade somewhere. We got our Fate card collection achievement reward. Oh, okay. I didn't know that was a thing. Like, I knew about... So, one of the things you can do, I don't remember if it's turned on in the very beginning. I think it is. But you get achievements in this. Because, you know, everything's great with achievements. So things like 500 displays, hobbyist. That's really hard to see in blue, but visit Solitude and complete the starting quest. Got the ribbon. Buy all the gods, 9 shrines, Ghostbuster. So I've gotten 10 achievements. Reach 750 displays in the museum. A unique displayable item. Wonder what that looks like. Because I didn't put it in, I don't know what it is. There's community achievements. And then, yeah, so. Yeah, fun stuff. And then you get achievement. Some of them reward perk points, not all of them. And then some of them reward attribute points. And you can set it to a specific attribute, no attribute, or a random. So I just chose random attribute. So I've gotten 20 health, 50 stamina, 10 magicka, and 5 speechcraft from achievements. It's just another little reason to do them. quest, exploration, and skill displays are enabled. When a collection, set, or museum section is completed. Don't remember getting those. I'd start a... no, that's fine to show those. Advanced settings. Color. Relic storage restriction. No restriction and only allow items that are displayable and not already on display. Ah. Okay. I get what that is. Which containers to check? Okay. No custom containers. Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, I hadn't looked at the advanced options yet. It just occurred to me. But yeah. So I didn't know there was a achievement rewards here. So cool, 9,000 more gold. Get a cool little bath. That you hit a valve. And you get hot tub. Didn't install the soaps mod. That's kind of unfortunate. Ooh, oh, that's just considered a rack. Okay. Lavender. Anyways. Bye. And then the last thing. So, back in the Hall of Odysseys, I said I had King What's-His-Face's coffer, and it was somewhere else. Well, if you come right over here, there's a switch. And you pull the switch, and you get your treasury. And that's where King Organum's coffer is. And the reason it's in here is because this thing adds to the gold pile just regularly. But you can also come in here. It's like I have 178,000 gold stored in here. The reason I'm storing, like I'm going to store 15,000 more. I always keep about 5,000 on me. Yeah, that'll be fine. Did it change at all? No. So as you add gold to this, it starts adding more things in here. But none of this is grabbable because all of this is my gold that's in there. So yeah, just starts piling gold in places. And I believe it caps out at 2 million gold. What the hell just happened to my frames? Wow, it didn't like that gold room. Like at all. Okay, well, this has been a good stream. I didn't go as long as I normally go, but 2.5 hours, that's not bad. Especially still being rather sick. I've taken a couple of breaks. I've shut my mic off for a couple of coughs, but I haven't been too bad on it. So yeah. Let me drop a save, because it's actually been about 2 hours since I've had a save. Like an actual save, not just a quick save. And then we'll go to the... So yeah. Thank you, everybody who stopped by, and everybody who watches the VOD later. I'm sorry that I ended up taking such a long hiatus, and things are gonna be slow as I get back into it, but, I mean, I say sorry, but it wasn't really something that was avoidable. Because I do all the usual precautions and I still got it. I'm gonna try to keep to my usual schedule that I had before. I know that I say that, but I'm already usually take Fridays off, but so I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow after work as normal. So hopefully by 8 o'clock, hopefully it goes smoother on setup this time. Tomorrow is Saturday. Yeah, tomorrow's Saturday. So I'll be back at 8 o'clock tomorrow. I'll probably end up needing to take Sunday off, just because I can already feel like chest is starting to get tight again, throat's starting to hurt, headache's starting to pop up. I can see why people don't stream whenever they're sick, but I wanted to get back into this. So I'm going to try to keep to my normal schedule and try to do, like, they'll probably be shorter streams for a little bit, but I'm still going to do them. And we'll just keep it going, hopefully. I might miss a day here or there, but I'll try to make it up. And yeah, I'm glad to be back. Like, on top of being sick, I am very also have some pretty big social anxiety. So I've been wanting to do this for a couple of days now. And I just kept putting it off and kept going, oh, but that's been so long. Why should I do it some more? I'm just like, just do it. You enjoy doing this. I want to do it. So I'm happy that I finally pushed myself to do this. And now that I've started, it's going to be easier for me to keep going. At least I feel like it will. Hopefully. We'll see. Now, I want to thank everybody for joining me. Thank you guys for showing up. If you enjoyed what you saw, please do leave a follow on the channel. Greatly helps me out. And hopefully we'll build this up until we can get actual community going. And get things steamrolling from there. It'd be super fun to have something like that. Maybe one day I'll be able to do some streams with friends. You'll meet a couple of people I know. That'd be cool. But for now, we're just going to focus on doing this. And with that, I think I'm going to call it a night. I will see all of you guys tomorrow. Probably have some more fun in Skyrim. Feel like that's going to be... because these are just chill streams. There's no big pressure on them. So yeah. See you guys tomorrow night. And you all have a wonderful day. Tomorrow. Bye.